This is the Calgary Royals Hockey Podcast. Brought to you by Rigstar Communications, innovative oil field communication solutions. Video production by The Creative Monkeys.
And that'll do it for us at Father David Bauer tonight, where the Calgary Royals came out with a 4-2 win on the Brooks Bandits.
You know what? It was a really exciting game. We saw lots of fights. We saw lots of hits. And, and even for the Calgary Royals, a 4-2 win is pretty good up there on the points on the board.
Definitely is. And it was a really exciting game. We saw lots of action. We saw some good hits, some good fights. And one hit in particular that we want to talk about happened in the second period with Kari. What happened? Someone came up from behind. We think it was a boarding. And then just happened to, the visor came off and caught him right in the head and definitely had quite the head injury.
Yeah, absolutely. We did see him go off the ice. Of course, there was some blood coming. We heard later that it was a little too deep of a cut for them to take care of here. He's gone to go get some stitches, so unfortunate. But, Kari Korolak's a good player, and he'll be able to tough that one out.
Definitely. And some other players that we want to talk about is, of course, player of the game tonight, Sean Goodwin, opening up the scoring for the Calgary Royals early on in the first period, and overall having a really good game, some great chances, some really great plays from Goodwin.
Absolutely. When we talk to him, we've got an interview with him coming up that you'll be able to see. And, he mentions pucks bouncing in the right directions and stuff like that. But I think he creates a lot of his own opportunities as a player. We talk about the speed that he gets when he comes up through center ice, and when that puck comes to him, he tends to weave his way towards the net almost in an agile kind of way. So I think we can credit that goal to him on his own.
Definitely. The whole team really did have a great game, and I think the hit in the second period gave them a lot of momentum and the fights that we did see, and that's something that really does benefit the Royals normally in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to take you now to game highlights, and of course we've got a couple of interviews, one with head coach Ryan Barrett and the other with star of the game Sean Goodwin.
Calgary Royals head coach, Coach Ryan Barrett. Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations on the win. And obviously the question that everybody wants to know is the second period hit on Kari Korolak. Most people think that should have been boarding. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, I didn't actually see the hit, so I can't necessarily have a comment. The ref obviously didn't think it was a penalty, and we got to live with that as a team. Obviously we've got some video we'll send to the league, and obviously they'll make their judgment from there. But the call on the ice stands, and that's what you got to live with.
And what did you guys do coming into this game? You've come off a couple of losses here, and what was your strategy coming into a team like Brooks Bandits?
Well, I think, we've been stressing since day one, we got to go to the net. And, one thing I noticed lately is we're a lot more physical. So, we turned over a lot of pucks, and one thing we wanted to establish early is the physical play, and that gave us the pucks, and we just wanted to go to the net as much as possible. And the boys did an excellent job tonight.
And what's your plan for the final few games here this month going into playoffs to get into that final playoff spot?
Well, I think the main focus is we focus on ourselves, and that's it. We don't necessarily worry about what's happening, outside of our own dressing room. The external things we can't control. What we can control is what happens within our dressing room. So, we want to keep the boys focused that, we want to win every game out. And, you know, obviously we're going to have to do everything in our power to do that. So, you know, at the end of the day, you want to win every game you play anyway. So, you know, we don't want to put any more pressure on any games more than what it is.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for joining us here today. And again, congratulations on the win.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I'm here with Sean Goodwin, number 19 for the Calgary Royals, also receiving the Player of the Game star for this game that they had here this evening. Goodwin, you had a really great goal there, opening up the scoring for the entire game. You want to take us through that?
I just picked up the wall. The guy gave it away on the wall there, and I just burned up the wall, and the goalie gave me a good top corner there, so picked it. Nothing else I can say.
All right, and of course you saw one of your teammates going down there hard into the boards. Kari went off. You want to tell us how something like that affects the game for you guys?
It kind of gets the game on edge. We don't know what to do at that point. It's kind of, I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of just, yeah, I don't know.
Did you say it up the pace a little bit?
Yeah, totally up the pace, and like just gets everybody on edge kind of thing. Gets people getting their head up and stuff. So.
Right on. All right. Well, thanks for talking to us. Congratulations on your goal and your win.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
And that's a 4-2 win here for the Calgary Royals against the Brooks Bandits at Father David Bauer.
The next home game for the Calgary Royals is this coming Sunday. They're going to be playing the Sherwood Park Crusaders. That game starts at 2 p.m.
And there will be a bit of a pregame ceremony giving some awards from the HHL to a couple of the Royals players. So that should definitely be exciting. Great reason to come on down, support your team, watch the ceremony, and cheer them on.
Yeah, absolutely. For the Calgary Royals Hockey Podcast, I'm Stacey Budziak.
And I'm Kari Siegfried.
CreativeMonkeys.com, proudly making podcasting possible in our community. Yeah.